Okay.
And when she's stepping on the mat.
I'm live. Yeah. I'm not gonna step on the mat, but I need to hurry up and get. What an amazing way to end our day. Come on, come on. Let's do it. All right, let's see. All right, so we are going to happy Tuesday first. Let me say that. We are going to sit in an easy seated position on our mats. Let me get the camera set up. Just meet me on the mat in an easy seated position. And we will. The universe is not wanting me to be great today. But we're live. We're live. Okay. Easy seated. Let's go. And easy seated tonight is just that. I have my props, so you have your pillows needed for your knees if you need support under your knees for your easy seat. I have a bolster. You can use a bolster as well. But whatever works. I have a blanket for my lower back to support if you feel a little tightness or tension in your lower back. Also, a blanket is good because it tilts your hips forward. So, we're going to get started in our easy seat. Shoulders away from our ears. And we're just going to take this moment, this present moment that we're in, easy. So, we're going to close our eyes, make sure our spine is straight. Focus on your breath. Easy breath when you're inhaling and exhaling. We're going to sit here with ourselves, honoring our body for 3 cycles of breath, palms facing down, quieting your mind, taking away any and everything from the day that does not belong in this present moment. On that last exhale, continue to sit with yourself and set your intention for tonight. You have 30 minutes of where we're just going to relax, ease into these positions, be with yourself, honor yourself before you head off to bed. All right, and when you're ready, blink your eyes open, wiggling your fingers. Just wiggle each and every finger, bringing awareness to your fingers, sending them love, light, and peace, honoring them, celebrating them. Your fingertips got you through the day, sent that email that was on point. All right, when you're ready, let's rotate our wrists. So we're going to add our wrist into it as well as continuing to wiggle your fingers. All right, go the opposite way. If you're like me, you can hear some snap, crackle, and pops. It's just the energy moving around. Right now, let's bring our elbows into it. Elbows, fingers, and wrists. Go the opposite way. Make sure your back is straight. Engage in your spine. All right, now let's rotate our shoulders going back. So we're going to bring our whole entire arm into a motion of just moving energy around, almost like just a dance. All right, And when you're ready, go the opposite way. Feels good. Just releasing, relaxing your arms, flowing through your breath. All right, and when you're ready, let's rotate our hips in a circular motion. Really moving that energy from your shoulders down to your hips. Let's do 2 full circles flowing through your breath. All right, and when you're ready, go to the opposite way. And let's do 5 full circles. Opening your hips, honoring your hips. If you had to sit all day, just move that energy around in your waist, honoring yourself. Yoga is all about honoring your mind and your body. All right, when you're ready, come to stillness. Okay, so we're ready. We have opened up, we've activated our shoulders and our hips. So now what we're gonna do is let's come out into a staff pose. So your legs are gonna be straight out in front of you. If you need support under your knees, please bring support under your knees. Toes are pointed up. And let's sweep our hands over our head. We're gonna activate our shoulders. Bring your hands down the heart center. Awesome. Let's do this 3 more times. Sweep your hands over your head, making sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Exhale, bring your hands down the heart center. Engage your toes. Make sure your toes are pointed up. All right, and sweep again. Shoulders away from your ears, reaching out over your head. And exhale, bring your hands down the heart center. So on this last sweep, we're going to sweep our hands and we're going to hold our hands across the sides of the room. So just hang tight. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Your back is, what is your back? Your back is straight. I'm just going to try to find a fancy word. All right. Wiggle your fingers, engage your fingers. Now let's bring our right hand down to the side of the mat. And you're going to pull over to the right. That nice side body stretch. Now make sure your heart is open. Don't cave your back in. Heart is open. All right, and let's come up. If you're feeling crunchies in your body, that means you're moving energy around. Go the opposite way and reach. Heart is open. Should feel a stretch from your fingertips all the way to your hips, to your knees. If your feet are engaged, you should feel a little tingle in your big toes. All right, let's come up. Bring your hands together and hands down to heart center. Awesome. Starting to open up, starting to warm our bodies up. All right, let's sweep. Now, this time we're going to hinge forward. So we're going to reach towards our toes and make sure your back is reaching out in front of you. And if your practice is here, you can reach here, that's great. If you're here, that's even better. If you're here, that's good as well. Just wherever you are. Eventually you'll get to here if you just keep practicing. I remember when I started yoga, I was right here. And now I can come down. And it's just with practice. Here we go. Shoulders away from your ears. Forehead neutral. Let's do 3 rounds of breath. Remembering your intention for tonight is to have a good night's rest. Keep your mind easy, focusing on your breath. All right, now let's walk our hands back up. So we're going to walk our hands back up to where our spine is neutral. Awesome. All right, now let's find our feet in butterfly, Baddha Konasana. Look, I know a little bit of Sanskrit. All right, so we're coming here in a butterfly position. Let's find a nice twist, but you're gonna really melt into this position. So your hips are just gonna come open, and if you need support under your knees, definitely get a block or get your support under your knees. So you could be here folding your pillow. I just have a standard pillow under my knees here. All right. Now let's walk our hands out in front of us and fold forward, hinging forward. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Bringing your head down, melting into this position. So you're just going to breathe in love, energy to any spots that are tugging and pulling, feeling a little tight. Remember, relax into the opening of your hips. And you could be here. If this is where you are tonight in your practice, if this is where you can, if this is where you are, that's great, because you still should feel, no matter where you are, you should feel an opening in your hips and right in your thigh to your knees. So if you're here, that's great. That's a great start. And then tomorrow you'll be here, or maybe Friday. You come here, and then you'll be able to feel a lot of relief on your lower back. All right, now let's walk our hands up. Spine is neutral. All right, let's bring our hands to heart center. Focus here for 3 cycles of breath, making sure your spine is straight, shoulders are away from your ears. Sitting quiet, being present. All right, bring your elbows together. Now we're going to bring our hands over our heads, past our third eye, past our crown till our elbows can't touch anymore. And you're going to pull over, pull your pointer fingers up. And let's come over, hinge over to the right. Make sure your heart is open. Should feel a little deeper in your stretch. All right, come over and come up to center and go the opposite way. Right on the top of my thigh. All right, let's come up. Now we're going to release our hands and bring our right hand behind us, and then put your left hand on your knee and find a nice twist, looking over your shoulder. Stay here for 2 cycles of breath. And sweep your hands up and go the opposite way. This is good. Nice on the lower back. All right, one more full round of breath. And sweep your hands up. Bring your hands down, heart center. Awesome. Now remove your props if you have props under your knees. Let's place our feet flat on the mat, knees bent, and actually walk your feet out to hip distance apart. And windshield wipe your knees from left to right. Get a deeper stretch when you spread your feet just hip distance apart. Feels good on the lower back. All right. You should feel relaxed. Your body should be easing into these poses, opening up. All right. One more full round. You can stay here and hold it for a deeper stretch. Twist your shoulders and go to the opposite side. Twist your shoulders. Yes, it's juicy. All right. Now what I want us to do is stay where you are. I'm just going to move to the side to show you what it should look like. But we're going to stay right where we are. I'm going to sit on my blanket to tilt my pelvic bone forward. And let's fan our hands out. So our shoulder blades our back is going to be straight. Shoulder blades are squeezed together. And our hands are either opposite sides, or you can turn them for a deeper stretch towards your sits bones. And what we're going to do is just drop our neck. A nice deep neck stretch. Now make sure your back is hollowed out. Don't cave it in. And do like this. We're going to make sure your spine is straight. And pull your neck back. Opening up your throat, focusing on the inhale and the exhale. Let's do 2 full rounds of breath. Make sure your jaws are relaxed and come up. So we're going to walk our hands out of it. And you're going to come forward, bringing your knees and chest together, hugging your feet. Gently rock. Shoulders away from your ears. Pull your neck, chin to chest. All right, when you're ready, come up. Let's do it again. So we'll walk our hands back behind us. And this time we're going to stay here with 4 cycles of breath. So pulling your neck back. If it's in your practice, you can roll your neck from side to side. As you're flowing through your breath. On that final exhale, walk your hands out, bring your chin to your chest, and roll the opposite way where you're hugging your knees. 2 more full cycles of breath. And on the last exhale, you're going to come up. Pull your feet down. And then let's find ourselves on the tabletop. So find your way onto your knees. And if your wrists and your shoulders, your wrist and your knees are tender, you can use a blanket or your pillow for support. So here we are, knee and hip in alignment. And we have our wrists and shoulders in alignment. So we're going to do our cat-cow. And on the cow, we're going to inhale, bring our belly to the mat, dip our shoulders down, and bring our chin and our hip up. On the exhale, we're going to come hollow out our back, our belly to spine. Or rotate your elbows in. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Reverse, belly to mat. Oh. Chin and hips are up. Make sure you get that nice deep stretch in your lower back and in your throat. Shoulders are away from your ears. And dip your belly down. Exhale, cat. Hollowing out, bringing your belly to your spine. Really stretching your shoulder blades right here. And flow through 3 more times. Follow your pace. Make sure you honor yourself, really flowing through these poses. You should feel your body start to relax, surrender. And the final cat on the exhale. Meet me with a neutral back. And let's windshield wipe our hips from left to right. So we're just going to move our hips from left to right. However you want to do it, you can move it or you can go in a circular motion, whatever works. rotate to the opposite side. I like the circular motion because you're really working out your hips and your shoulders and your wrists and your knees. That's good. All right, one more full round. And meet me in the neutral back. All right, so we're going to do one of my favorite poses. We're going to thread the needle. So let's sweep our right hand up in the air, wiggling your fingers. And we're going to pull the right hand down and sweep it under our left hand, resting your shoulder on the mat or the floor, extending your left hand out. Still having trouble with my right and my left. It's all good. Extend it out. Make sure your shoulder is away from your ears. Get a nice stretch from your hand to the end of your shoulder blade and then your lower back here. Flow through your breath. This feels good. Surrender, melt into the position. And it's in your practice, you can move or pull your elbow behind your back. So your left hand is bent behind your back. So one more full round of breath. Honoring the space that you're in now. Whatever modifications, if you need a pillow, put a pillow here. Here, this is a modification here. All right, now let's bring our left hand to the mat, lifting yourself up, unthreading that needle, sending your right hand up to the sky, and then come down to meet your left. Windshield wiping your shoulder blades and your hips from left to right. Really getting into moving that energy around in your body. All right, one more full round of back and forth. Meet me in a neutral position. All right, let's sweep that left arm up. Sweep it up. Wiggling your fingers. And let's thread the needle. So left under right. Keep that shoulder down on the mat. If you have a pillow, you need a pillow on your shoulder. Get it there. Extend that right hand out. Shoulder away from your ears and reach. Surrendering and melting into this amazing pose. One more full round of breath. On that last exhale, bend your right hand behind your back. Pull your shoulder away from your ears. Give me 2 more full rounds of breath. Right hand to the mat. Push up. Send that left hand back up in the air. Come down to meet the left or the right. All right. So windshield wiper, shoulders. All right, let's find our child's pose. So big toes together, spread your knees out, and child's pose. If you need support, you can put a pillow here. Extend your child's pose. Make sure your sits bones are on your heels. Two more full rounds of breath. Extending those shoulders out. And hands out, shoulders away from your ears. Now let's walk our hands back. So bring your hands back to your heels. One more full round of breath. And on the exhale, palms on the floor and push up. So we're going to push up to where we're on our heels in our hero's pose. So let's give our feet some love. You can bring your knees together and sit back. This is probably one of the hardest poses for me. I think I say this every single time I do it. I can't even see. It's 9:56. Okay. Let's do 2 full rounds of breath. Right, on that last exhale, let's come out of our hero's pose, bend our feet behind us, and then let's come back on our way to our back. So we are going to end our practice. I can't believe it's 30 minutes almost is up. So let's find our way on our back, and we're going to end in our final resting pose. I haven't really done this much on live because it's like almost slightly awkward to see someone laying in a final resting pose, but I think it's important as we lay our heads down tonight or we wind down for the evening that we sit with ourselves quietly on our mats, honoring the space that we're in. So if you can do that, your final resting pose can be in Baddha Konasana, which is butterfly, or you can bring your knees up. If you're on your headboard in your bed, you can bring your knees, you can elevate your feet on your headboard like this. And hands out in a T. So the key is to be able to rest your mind, surrender your body into a final relaxation. It means that your mind is free of all the tasks that you got done or you did not get done today. Your mind is free of hearing mama, mama, can I, or even saying stop all day. Your mind is free of worry, things you can't control. Your mind and your heart and your spirit are free of anger that no longer serves you. We fill our hearts with love, peace, and harmony. As we quiet our minds this evening, we honor ourselves in the present moment for taking time to relax your mind, body, and your spirit. Let's take 3 final rounds in our practice tonight of breath, inhaling love, peace, and joy. Exhaling anything and everything that no longer serves us as we end our day. Make sure your face is relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your fingers, your stomach is relaxed. Your hips are relaxed. Your knees, your ankles. Breathe in love, light, and send that light to every point in your body. On that final exhale, I want you to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing life into your body. I want you to roll over to one side in a fetal position. Take one round of breath. And on the exhale, come up and find yourself back in your easy seated position. Palms facing down. Back is straight, shoulders are away from your ears. Bring your hands to heart center. Eyes are closed. Mind is free. Remember your intention for this evening. I hope you all relaxed, surrendered to what your body was saying. I'm so glad I was able to share this practice with you all today. The light in me honors and respects the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Have a fucking amazing night. That was great. Dose. Good night.